My man. What's up, brother? What's going on?
Hey, what's up? Good morning, everyone. I'm JaVonni Brustow, and this is the Apocalypse Podcast. I'm here with our guest today, Mr. Chad Focus. Before we get started, I wanted to mention that he doesn't know this, but he's actually one of the main reasons why I decided to start doing an urban interview series uh, starting off this year.
That's
Just
dope.
because of Yes, just because of things that I've seen you doing in the city of Baltimore, associates of yours. I've so far covered some people in Chicago, DC, Baltimore. But without any further ado, how are you doing?
Man, bro, I'm doing amazing, man. Like I said, we alive, man. We blessed. We trying to come out this COVID pandemic. Y'all, I've been on house arrest. Y'all been on house arrest right along with me, man. So, we just getting through it together. But yo, I'm great, man. We just had Father's Day. My son just turned 9 years old, man. So just the small
I
things,
didn't know
bro.
he
I'm
was that
blessed.
old.
Yeah, crazy, man. Just blessed to be just to be free, man, and enjoying the summer with my family, man. So like I said, I'm counting the small blessings right now.
Absolutely. Happy belated Father's Day.
Most definitely. Appreciate you.
And of course, your name is Chad Arrington. Chad Focus is a rather new phenomenon. 5 or so years. Would you like to tell us how that came about?
Oh man, listen, it's a funny story, bro. Like I said, I was in the internet marketing space, and JaVonni, I was wearing 30 different hats, man, from copywriting, editorial, marketing, music. I was doing everything, man. And this was, while I was at the company I was working at. And to be honest with you, man, the young white guys was on Adderall, bro. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, these motherfuckers, they're locked in. And you understand when we're in certain industries, we got to be 10 times better than these guys, these counterparts, just to have a seat at the table. And so for me, running all the departments I was running, you know, I had different responsibilities. I'm like, let me check out this Adderall, man. First of all, let me get a piece of this right here. So, bro, I'm at work, man, 18 to 20 hours a day, bro. You know how that grind is when you're young, never getting tired. You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Uber efficient, producing like I never produced before. Already
Right.
intelligence, bro, but now I'm operating with no cloud. Like I got clarity for everything. I got, extreme confidence for everything I'm doing. And the people
Right.
that were on me was like, yo, fucking focus this shit. Excuse my language. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And so it was at first it was not a joke, bro, but it was like a straight statement. Like, yo, Chad, focus. You see I'm over there locked in. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. You a journalist. Don't talk to me until I finish this 20-page. So that's what it was, man. It was literally, a play on the fact that I had, I was on the Adderall and I was turned up and I was getting to the money and I was working, I was grinding. And then I turned into a positive thing, because I started looking at like just focus the brand and focus the word. I'm like, okay, focus stands for follow one course until successful. So that was the goal for us, man, to try to win each goal at a time, bro. And then it's something that took off, man. And here we go, bro. We got hats and brands and t-shirts and clothing companies and, a young guy
Great
with
merchandise, by the way.
crazy, man. Hey, yo, listen, yo, JaVonni, I'm 100,000 hats in. You know what, bro? Talking about different color shades,
Yeah, I was
types.
showing someone this yesterday. I was going through the whole list. I said, "Do you see this? Do you see how many there is?"
Yeah, man. And so, we got the breast cancer awareness. That was probably my most proud moment as far as doing the focus hats, man. Because you gotta understand, it's probably one of the biggest, pandemics for us that plays our community. My aunt had it,
Right.
bro. And so even everything I was doing, bro, it had a special meaning. You know what I'm saying? It had something that was behind it. It had a thought process. So, you're doing the hats, man, you're doing the clothes, you're doing the merchandise. And, that's a dope way to get in any industry. You understand what I'm saying? And so,
Yeah.
why not us, man? And why not figure out how to, do the merchandise, man, how to do the press, how to outsource and then how to also do drop shipping and private labeling and stuff like that we can get into, whenever you want. But it's intelligent, bro, to see how, the Rockawares and the Fashion Nova company started and to try to create your own
Right.
little brand, man, and take it around the world and try to make it, make it major.
I mean, I've seen that you always bring your merchandise for all of your appearances and interviews. So
Facts.
the branding is definitely there.
Facts, man. I haven't missed a beat, bro. And like I said, even the billboards, man, the custom clothes, the t-shirts, the sweatsuits, everything was designed in house, bro. Everything was created in house, bro. All of my guys can design, they can stitch, they can sew. Like, yo, bro, this was really about my hood, man, and showing how talented these young guys are, bro. Like, oh, we can compete with the best of them. And you know, you're looking at a guy like Kanye. Everybody thought he was crazy. What did he do, man? He went over to Europe. He researched these guys. He learned about the European brands. They didn't want to have him included, bro. They didn't want to include Kanye West and young black guy inside of their, you know, illustrious brands. And then what does he do, man? He goes and builds his own manufacturer, does his own designs. You know, he believes in himself. And here we are today. He's a $4 billion guy with an Adidas and a Gap partnership. You know, so anything's possible, bro. And I've been modeling a lot of things I do after like the Kanyes, the Diddy's, the Jay-Z's, and you know, the Damon Dash type of guys.
Yeah, I mean, and as I was saying in the pre-show, I mean, you do have a lot of associates, friends, people that grew up with you, radio folks. I was just trying to find the name of who was on radio in Baltimore. I think it was WHOR. I think there's a station
Yeah,
who was saying that you do represent the city well.
yeah, yeah. Well, you know, man, we here, man. We got DJ Quicksilver, man. We got Raven Paris, Jay Hill, DJ Flow, Fathom got the juice, DJ Reds, Tony Reds. Like, bro, I can name up and down every last one of those people because, yo, what I did, JaVonni, I rubbed shoulders, man. Like, yo, bro, everybody will wear a focus hat when I come to an interview. Understand what I'm saying? If me and you were together right now, there would have been a focus hat or a bucket hat or whatever JaVonni wanted to come and rock with. You got the dreads, right? So we'd have made it work. I made you a headband. So for me, bro, I went to every single radio station, bro, and I showed love, bro. All I want was reciprocation. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So that's what it was for me. You know, the tough part about, like I said, getting what I got into, 92Q didn't know how to use their blog 3 years ago when I was doing all the great things in the community, when I was coming out with Dance With Me. As soon as I get in trouble, all of a sudden they know how to work a WordPress. You
that's
understand what I'm
funny.
saying?
3 years ago when you said that, because I used to follow the radio station blogs. I specifically remember
You,
remember
you,
theirs,
and,
and I think that I knew someone who covered or who did, I think, a lot of the writing.
yeah.
And yes, I am familiar.
But you gotta understand, I was there with these guys, helping them with their advertising, their marketing, their social media. Like, bro, I'm different, man. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, you guys don't know how to even use your blog. I get in trouble. Dre Johnson, he's wearing a focus head and riding a focus hoverboard on my YouTube, and he's like, Randall's Town rapper, he's going crazy, stole 4 M's, and I'm like, bro, I spent $40,000 on campaigns with you guys to save you in Q3, 2017. Don't make me start talking this talk, fellas. Don't make me start talking factual talk. Like, you guys are struggling. None of you are making the money that you need to be making. Don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? I do want my
Right,
respect. I feel like LeBron James. I want my damn respect at the same time. Don't think I'm a sucker. But yo,
right,
certain people at these radio stations, they took a chance for to take a shot at me as if that clout was gonna elevate them. Half of those guys are now fired. Why? Because COVID shows them that they're not as valuable as they think they are. You know, go get your own podcast, go get your own YouTube, go get your own platform. That's why you're not lit no more. You know what I'm saying? Go post on your social media and not the company's social media and see how many people click like, share, right? So it was
right,
never for me, bro, you know, to get back at these guys. Everybody has their own karma. So for those that
right.
salute me, show love, I appreciate you. For those that don't, I still appreciate you. It creates the motivation and the drive. Like, we're going to get this done regardless. JaVonni, I'm from my own hood, bro. They played Dance With Me, which is my biggest song, 8 times in my own hood while I'm dating a girl on the radio station, while I'm employing half of the DJs. The program director, bro, is in and out my crib. We went to high school together, bro. Don't get it twisted. This is crazy. And guess what? I got a
You had
Billboard chart,
people who knew you.
bro, a
Yeah.
single. All right. And not only that, I got 5 other Billboard plaques for my album. 200 million streams, bro. I made $1 million off of royalties independently. There's no wannabe nothing about me, bro. I'm the most accomplished artist to ever come from my hood. And I was doing that shit part-time. So, you know, light work.
I mean, I saw Lil Mo singing along. That was
Yeah,
cute.
you know, you see I'm blushing for that one right there. Like, man, to be honest with you, bro, it's like I don't know who
I
like
wanted to
your
hear a little more.
yeah, I don't know, like I explain like this. I don't know who your childhood heroes were or people you were a fan of, or if you got to kind of rub shoulders with these people as you get older. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, bro, I'm coming from the age of Superwoman. What, bro? 20 years later,
Right.
20 years later, bro, me and Lil Mo is friends. Like, we in each other's cribs hanging out. You know, we going out to events and we pulling up together and we backstage and like, this my dog. Like, yo, how you doing? I'm calling you. She calling me. She checking in. Real friendships got to be, you know, forged in this industry. This shit all phony. It's
Right.
all period. It just is what it is. It's not genuine folks, bro. And you can't blame them for being in an industry that's built off survival. So Lil Mo, bro, I
Right.
put together Dance With Me. The record did extremely well, JaVonni. Extremely well, bro. Dance Wheel and the Dance Chart Records, man. Only other artist from hip hop was on there was Drake. God's plan, right? So
Yeah.
independent. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not on no fucking empire or Interscope. I'm making things happen. Little Mo is coming from, the old school where they didn't really learn the business, right? So when they did go independent, they lost traction, right? They lost their
Right.
momentum, right? They lost the ability to go ahead and build big records, man, and get huge features, and they can't move around with the same budgets and do
Yeah.
videos. So
Familiar with her story. Yeah.
I'm a young independent guy, and I'm coming in and I'm doing it from Baltimore with no connections, and they're celebrities loving hip hop and everything else. So now she respects my game. She respects my knowledge, bro. And I got a hit record. So let's go ahead and do some work. Like, come rock with me. So, we grabbed up the studio in Philly. Then I had my own studio in Baltimore, big studio inside of my own crib, bro. Huge studio inside of my own house. So she came through. We had a good time. She was with her husband at the current time, man. They had a beautiful family. And this is the funniest part about it, bro. Little Mo never charged me for any features, anything like that. She just wanted me to get her kids electronics. So, all of her kids got hoverboards, bicycles, and scooters. So I'm pulling up with a U-Haul one day and it's like Christmas. And she's like, whatever you need, so
I like
great,
that.
great, bro. She still got the pipe. She still can sing. When I get done here, I'll email you an unreleased track with both Lil Mo and T-Pain. You
Ah,
know,
I'm glad I brought that up.
Pop Blitz exclusive, man. Chad Focus is sitting on a remix and the only song ever to have T-Pain and Lil Mo on the same record. And he owns 100% of the publishing and the masters, guys. Let's talk that
Okay.
business.
Awesome. And so, look, I've been talking about your entrepreneurial spirit. I mean, I've watched you do interviews and how, you spoke to people and they just were impressed.
Yeah.
You do give an impression or make an impression on people, I have to say. But how was the transition from 9 to 5 to doing this? Because I did hear you say before that you felt there was, or you always knew that there was more to life than having a 9 to 5. I think that most of us can relate to
Yeah.
that, but not everyone is so good with making that transition. How was that for you?
You know what's crazy, JaVonni? When you first starting at a company, like I said, bro, it was more than 9 to 5, bro. I used to be in that joint from 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock every single day. Right. So when you starting off and you grinding, man, a 8 hour shift could turn into a 12 hour shift and 14 hour shift. Right. And so I was willing to put in the work. And what I noticed is when everybody was leaving early, I was willing to stay late. Right. And so those hours I put in extra, it put me 5, 10, 15 years ahead of everybody that was my counterparts. That was my goal, bro. I was willing to work extremely hard. I was willing to go work in every department and figure out everything and how it all was going on. And top to bottom, bro, I show the same respect to the secretary and the janitor as I do to the CEO. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm in a company, and guess what? The secretary and the janitor are black, and everybody else is white. So it's almost like you're looking at your family right there. And it's like, bro, I got
right.
to be something bigger and better here. So that's the motivation, bro. When I say 9 to 5, it's about, influence, bro. It's about opportunities that you can create once you surpass that. Like I said, bro, I'm working at a Gore. I'm grinding, bro. Not just 9 to 5, man, 8 to 8. And as I built up my stature, I was one of the first employees that ever worked there that went remotely. You know what I'm saying? I'm building systems, bro, and I'm doing all types of stuff that, is not privy to other people that working at the company. I had a direct
Right.
relationship with the CEO, and only me and the CEO knew what was going on because he can take credit for the results. And nobody can know this young black guy is the fucking mastermind. And I'm perfectly fine, bro, sitting in the background and taking my check and keeping it moving and sitting in the hood smoking
Right.
some weed with my homeboys, man. Right. And so network marketing, man, I was always into the side hustles, JaVonni. Um, I was always using my skill set, bro, to pull that off. So everything that I learned, man, I would go apply it independently, bro. It's like if you work at a newspaper, JaVonni, and then you go work 9 to 5, and then you come home and work on your blog or your independent magazine with hustlers, bro. And so I was able to create residual income outside of my companies, bro, with the skill sets I had. You want to prove that your skill set is as good as you think it is, you
Yeah.
know? And so YouTube was big, bro. I was on YouTube, man. YouTube SEO was crazy. I was doing reviews. I was working with Amazon, doing affiliate programs and referral programs. Some people don't know you can make 30% off of everything you help sell with Amazon, HostGator, all types of different platforms, bro. I became an affiliate marketer using my skill set, man, to drive traffic to big corporations and to get all types of checks. And then, like you see a kid like Michael Cornish, they start coming to my free seminars and I start teaching them how to do the same thing. So that's what it was for me, bro. I was involved in a lot of different things, man. I was extremely good at my job, went from a 9 to 5, transitioned to a remote employee contract or whatever you want to say.
Hmm.
Eventually, unlimited budget because I could prove my own proof of concept. And JaVonni, yo, before I got a budget, bro, before them white folks gave me that card, I used to take my own paycheck and go figure if I could do it myself. I used to take my own money and try to go outsource and find the best engineers. Hire 10 people on Fiverr to see who does the best graphic design, to find the one person that does.
Yeah.
So, I was willing to put some skin in the game. And that was the dream, bro, to eventually build your own. And as you see, this is what we did, man. We standing here now, bro.
No, absolutely. And I have to admit, you got a good eye for aesthetics. I was saying in the pre-show, one, the website looks amazing.
Appreciate you.
The music videos are great, which of course you do videography as well, correct?
Hey, yo, bro, I started off as the guy behind the camera, right? Because I was the only one that could afford it. So I
Yeah.
started, you coming around the homies, man. You want to take pictures, man. You want to do videos. You want to do interviews, all that cool stuff. So like I said, I'm comfortable, bro, playing any role. Don't get it twisted. I'm cool being a janitor and a CEO. Um, for me to have a camera, bro, meant that I could tell the stories in my neighborhood. I could help people out. And then when I understood that technology and how to go ahead and use it and upload videos and content, like content is king, right?
Right.
So that's how it eventually started, bro. And then you start with your camera. Now here we are, bro. We're using webcams and we can set up our own stations and our ring lights. Your lighting looks better than mine because, I'm getting up a little bit late today, but, we understand the importance of putting together a set. So I started there and then started buying cameras and recorders for all of my friends so that they could do the same thing. And then the entire team of Focus, bro, these are young Black guys. Some of them been in jail. Some of them never had an opportunity. Some of them were unemployed. And you just put some time and dedication in them. I got videographers, bro. I got photographers. I got like 10 or 12 guys, man, amazing at editing. And I'm the director, bro. I'm the ringleader. So I know how to organize the team. I know exactly how I want things to look. I'm very, very meticulous, bro. I want 50 revisions till it's done right.
I
And
just
because I
saw
was,
you post.
yeah,
Sorry,
I was,
just quickly.
go ahead.
Quickly, I was saying I just saw you post a clip from a music video just a couple days ago on
Unbelievable.
Instagram. Yeah, your first
Unbelievable.
time posting in well, years.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I forgot how good that he is. I said, this is a very good
It's
cut here, which is the reason why, in light of all that's happened, that people, still are both amazed at your brand because again, that was just very good production. Not to
yo, look,
mention that the clip of you being pulled out of a car, stabbed, beat up, whatever had happened before, just seemed very appropriate for
to
today.
what's but yo, JaVonni, I filmed that 3 years ago,
Yeah,
right?
I said I know that song is old, and I said, did he just do this over again? But or maybe that's just God with the
You
timing.
well maybe like I don't know how this platform works, but maybe I'll give you a sneak peek of like before it drops. So I got some like exclusives for you that's gonna be life changing. I see what you just did with the intro. Like I said, we don't got no choice but to be all those hats. Now, whether you did that personally, outsourced, it looks
I
amazing. It's
did
none of our
it.
it's none of our business, but it's done and delivered, right? So
Right, right.
so for me, bro, coming back into social media, I've made 3 different posts, and I can remember exactly what they were saying. It's hard to be a stand up, guy in a room full of chairs. I think everybody is, so scared to take a risk, or so scared to stand to the right or to the left. I'm extremely to the right. Fuck that
Yeah.
fence, all right. And when you're watching that visual, bro, and when I get to show you the full, you could watch this and on mute, and the imagery is going to be like telling you a story. These guys that are pulling me out of this car, they're in all black, all right. But for me, on that set, they were all my blood cousins. Some of us go through the worst things in our community where we're backstabbed by the people we love the most, our friends and our families, right?
Yeah.
Those people feel like they're entitled. So when we say no, try to say no the first time to somebody you said yes to your entire life. You're gonna be the worst person on earth. All right.
Right.
Watching that video, the truck is white for a reason. The young white guy that gets out of the truck is white for a reason. So he's representing the
I see it.
organization, right? The CEO, the truck is representing the entire company. And the young black guys that's out here beating me and defeating me, they representing what social media was to me. It was my own. you know what I'm saying, carrying out the work of the white man. Like they don't have to do nothing. Y'all didn't protect me, right? And so you're
Right.
slandering me, beating the shit out of me. I'm down on the ground. That's house arrest. That's me going to court. That's me fucking dealing with this sentencing. And then me getting up, carrying myself up off the ground and walking away from it with my focus had meant that, yo, you never broke me. If anything, you made me stronger. You know, I should
Right.
have died out there that day, right? My blood's everywhere. You know, I'm all effed up. And me just having the imagery of getting up, bro, and walking away and building myself back up, bro, you got to understand it's so many storylines and so many representations of what I was trying to pull off and so many messages, underlying messages. You might see it a different way than I see it. No, I see it the way that it is. I live what you're looking at. I directed the way that it should have been. And this is 3 years ago. So you know that I was, you know, kind of putting it up into the atmosphere. I knew it could have been a possibility. You understand what I'm saying? And I knew how important this imagery would be for us when I came out of what we're dealing with. Bro, I never released a song. You know, I got locked up before I could launch the campaign. So there will be a Chad Focus album, 7 new songs, 7 music videos. I'm on my Beyonce trip right now. You know, I'm Chad Beyonce. So we working.
Yeah, and so I was going to get into this later, and I know that you know, can't speak too much on what happened, but for the,
Yeah,
you know, maybe two people who don't know what occurred here, um, Chad Focus was accused of embezzling, I think, $4 million from his employer, and this involved things such as purchasing billboards, one of them being a Times Square billboard, charges involving hundreds of thousands at a time. And I wrote about it twice.
mhm,
And I think after covering it the first time, I said, wait a minute, this makes absolutely no sense. I've known people who have been in the newspaper for $500 and had full details of the charges. I said in the pre-show, I've had you know, cards stopped, work cards for 10 grand where, you know, multiple calls had to be made to other people to have this unlocked. I said, this just isn't the way that this works. And I think that you were about 29 when this happened, you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
in Baltimore. And, you know, this is considered an urban inner city area. This is a white company. And I said, unless he's a high level executive, which I don't think that he was, I just can't imagine a 29-year-old black guy being able to, with one swipe, charge $300,000 and keep doing it for years on end. And
Yeah,
no one is asking, how is this happening? You
yeah,
know, I felt like watching this, that folks were just piling on. And so
yeah.
I did go to multiple people about this for second, you know, second thoughts and extra advice. Even last night, where I said, "Am I crazy here for deciding to have this conversation?" With this person, but I said that, but my mind is still, you know, in the same direction with this. And I have worked for companies that have, you know, not always been on the correct side of the law, and I've had to leave places where I went to a charter school that closed for money laundering,
I got you.
being
Crazy,
in
crazy.
DC.
The last place that should be closed.
Yeah, so it's like I have a bit of an idea of how this stuff goes, and it just bothered me that I felt that folks were just being lazy in covering this story. And so, you know, we spoke about this before. You know, you addressed this some here. Um, there just isn't any logic to it, and you know, there of course are you know, some other people who have been um,
Well,
in
think about it like this, bro. If it
who've
was,
gotten in
you
trouble.
think hey, look, put it like this, JaVonni. If Tory Lanez really shot Megan Thee Stallion, wouldn't he be in prison?
Yeah.
Not releasing the best music he's ever released, getting paid the most money he's ever made in his life. Let's just have that conversation. No matter what she says, let's
Mhm.
not let's. I know these guys in real life. I know what really happened. I'm behind the scenes. I'm in the industry. All right. Nothing is what it seems. Believe nothing that you fucking hear. Half of what you see, and only what you experience. You got to experience a guy like myself to be like, all right, I seen it up close and personal. I talked to this young man. He's extremely calculated and intelligent. He's not this guy he's painted out to be. Nothing
Which
that
is
I've
why I did
seen.
my research with friends
It's
up
nothing
north, and
that it's not.
almost all of them had said that, you know, this is a guy who's been doing this and been an entrepreneur and whatnot since we were kids. Which,
Yeah,
by the way, you sold coffee. I think what as a teenager.
killed it. Yeah, I was doing Organo Gold, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was, like I said, network marketing company. You recruit, you get people coffee. Like, bro, it's like I said, simple systems, man. It might be a joke to other people, but think about how Dunkin' Donuts makes all their money.
No, that's a big deal. I knew people who did it. I didn't buy it, but I do know people.
What,
People who did it back in the
JaVonni,
day.
JaVonni didn't need Chad back then. I'd have had you wearing coffee suits. Because, bro, like I said, I understand systems, I understand recruiting, I understand, saying leverage, lead generation. Like, bro, when I tell you, JaVonni, I'm the best on the earth that does this, man. I'm a young black guy, bro, that had no choice because I was in corporate America. Also, you're like, yo, he couldn't be an executive. I wasn't an executive, wasn't no specialist. That's how they downplayed, my position. You, you understand what I'm saying? The 12
Yeah.
most important white guys in the company, we all have Amexes. Don't get it twisted like I'm like that, like they're it's like putting me in a box. Like, why are you calling me a rapper when I'm an extremely accomplished Billboard charting artist that owns his own record label? You feel me? Like
Yeah.
you're downsizing who I am, bro. You're trying to marginalize me. So when they say specialist, no, I'm the best, and I'm executive, and it's the reason why I have this budget. It's the reason why I have the leeway I do. But also, I want you to understand, nobody acts like, yo, if he's doing this, what is everybody else doing at the company? People are just so lazy. They're too lazy for me.
No, of course. Yeah, that
They're
was
too.
that was my point.
Where do you think I'm? When you watch Wolf of Wall Street, and
Uh-huh.
Leonardo DiCaprio and Matthew McConaughey are at lunch, and he's snorting cocaine, he's beating his chest, he's teaching them the game. I want you to look at that type of imagery with a young black kid, what I'm saying, with the CEO, and just put me in that position as Leonardo DiCaprio. I went through the same exact type of, initiation. Like, bro, when you see this movie, you just had somebody you talk to who's like, yo, I might have Chad focus on. Bro, just believe. Interviews out the woozah. Lad TVs, The Breakfast Club, Say Cheese, all of that's coming. Don't get it twisted, right? Huge movie opportunities. Don't get it twisted. Big producers, big executives, big directors. Bro, the story, they were interested when they only knew 1% of the story. Rapper steals 4 million and tries to become #1 artist in the world. The backstory gonna fuck him up when they understand how calculated, how smart I was. I've already done a documentary, bro. You got HBO Max,
Yeah, I was going
bro.
to mention that. Yeah. Well, I know you did a short documentary. I don't know if you did a full. I was going to say that I think it's time to do one.
Listen, like I said, man, when we get off here, I'll be able to share some of the stuff with you. I can't like show on air
Understood.
because I got you sign your waivers and your releases and all that other crazy stuff in your contracts. But off
Yeah.
air, I'll be able to show JaVonni what's going on. But bro, don't never get it twisted, man. Like, I haven't been out here working. I have 100+ hours of, amazing footage from 2014 to today. Talking about amazing raw footage, man, of everything that we've been through, everything that went down. So you guys will be able to watch the entire transition from, Chad selling coffee as the coffee king all the way to Chad Focus, mainstream artist,
You had
selling out
talked about
concerts.
how you were documenting your life for the last 5 or so years, and to include people that you said were standing around not helping.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah. I mean, that's
embarrassing.
what you could call it, bro. It's
Yeah.
literally like if JaVonni, you were on payroll and you didn't write any articles. Like, why are you here? Like, what's going on? Right?
Yeah.
And so, bro, we had a lot of people that was on our team, bro, DJs, influencers. And it's not that people weren't doing their job, bro. They were doing the bare minimum for somebody that was willing to pay them not only what they were worth, but above and beyond. I was willing to invest
Yeah.
in what people thought they were worth. Right? And so we're working for companies like a Shoe City, DTLR, 92Q. I don't got no problem with these organizations, but they're all owned, they're all run by what? White folks. And so
Mhm.
they give us the bare minimum. They give us the platform. And what do? We try to take that clout and squeeze out as much as we can. No, bro, you come to my platform, bro. We're gonna learn together, we're gonna build together, we're gonna fail together, and we're gonna win together. So
Some
that's
people
what
did
hurt
say
me,
that
bro.
they learned underneath you or
Yeah,
learned
yeah,
working with you. That was the thing that stood out the most when I was doing my research, where I said, well, what these people are saying, this doesn't necessarily match what's being reported on. And I don't think that all of these people can be crooks.
yeah, yeah. But also,
If
bro, you got
if that is a narrative someone would want to
think think
paint.
think about it like this. For every person that syndicated a negative story about me, there's 3,000 more people I helped and showed love to, right? And so you're looking at the power of social media. Every last person could have went on there and had their own unique Chad Focus story, or they could have reposted something I did for the kids, or something in the community,
Yeah.
or videos that you'll see on my Instagram, or me throwing events and whatnot. not only are people lazy, man, but they also celebrate other people's downfall. And then you get to see who people really are when you go through something like this. You understand what I'm saying? You can't really evaluate people until you go through something, JaVonni. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's controversial or something that's emotional or something negative in your life, bro, that's how it goes. And for me, bro, that was the only thing that was disheartening because I came through and I shared my platform and I helped out a lot of people. Right. And so if I'm doing this, bro, imagine if I get a major record deal or a major opportunity and I'm already liquidating out of my own pockets. Right. And so, like I said, you're like, yo, Chad, I see you with Lil Mo, y'all rocking and rolling. She didn't post a free Chad Focus or shout out to my guy. You understand what I'm saying? Why not? Right. I helped come and dig you out the grave. I showed you love. You know, when we were out in BET Awards, you were staying with me in the crib at the mansion. You know, I had 7 mansions. I brought 100 kids to California. You know, I put them in $1 million Airbnbs, bro.
I was thinking,
Listen,
I never heard how many. It was
you,
mentioned, or people who saw this, that you
yeah,
brought all these people. Well, 500 people, I don't know.
it was a
It was
hundred
just a lot of people.
it was 100 people, man. I'm talking, like I said, DJs, influencers. I was trying to build my own industry here in Baltimore, bro. Trying to give
Yeah.
us something to be respected for and represent. Well, the only problem with Baltimore is that there's no unity, there's no vision. I am that. Let me be the missing piece. Even if you're mad because I figured it out or I am who I am. Yo, bro, I'm selfless. I'm not here to say that I did it. I'm here to say that we did it. And a lot of people I was helping out, JaVonni, they were out there in BT Wars like, I got the race. I'm going to BT. Like, bro, it's a mirage, bro. Like at the end of the day, you guys are lying and you're not who I thought you were. Right. And so you get to see the true colors of people, man. We had Bentleys, we had Race, we had Rolls Royces, we had I8s, Mercedes. You know, I had Sprinters. These kids didn't have to worry about food, shelter, security in California, blood and crip territory. You know, they made it everywhere on time. They had great places to sleep. They had entertainment, bro. They had an experience in their lifetime. And 90% of these people that I thought was so lit, it was their first time on a plane, bro. First
Yeah.
time on a plane. Never
Wow.
left the city unless they was on a bus ride, you know, or driving Atlantic City or Ocean City. Like, it was
Yeah.
meant a lot to me. Not only did I take 40 to 50 kids from the Baltimore industry, I took 40 to 50 family members. I never forget about my family. I always took them along for the ride, JaVonni. It's real to me, bro. It's been real to me. And at the end of the day, I might have lost a record deal bringing all of those people there, bro, because there was a lot of noise. You know, I wasn't focused on the task at hand, bro, which was infusing myself in the industry where I needed to and playing by the rules. I was more worried about uplifting my community, even if it put myself at stake.
And you had some people who literally said those exact words about
Yeah.
that. That's what you were trying to do.
Can't make it up.
In the end. Yeah.
Can't make it up, bro. The visuals in the documentary, bro. Like I said, I'm dead honest with you. I'm sitting on the footage that uh, 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 shows you the true narrative and paints the narrative of me. I can't manufacture it. I can't just talk to you about it and make this up. I'm very serious when I look somebody in their eyes and I tell the truth. Like I'm not built off those type of principles, bro. It's nothing about me that's fake. You know, I stand on what I stand on. And for me, bro, the hardest part was getting overwhelmed. And that's when everybody asked me, like, what really was the downfall of Chad Focus, man? I overextended myself, bro. You can't be managing a 9-figure, you know, company as the SEO executive and then try to run, you know, a multi-million-dollar startup of your own as a record label, you know, head CEO. Fucking talking about a rapper, bro. Super duper serial entrepreneur. And the hard part for me was that you guys never seen the visuals. I wasn't able to present them in the integrity that they need to be. And I also, you know, like I said, bro, I had lost my cash flow. You know, I had spent myself doing so many other things other than building my own brand. And that might be the one downfall, right? You guys never got to see, oh, he blew up here, or he put this commercial here, or you know, these videos got Instagram ads, and this kid is on our feed all day long, and he's doing retargeting. Like maybe me and you talking about this conversation, but people that are going to watch this, they're going to have to go back and do research. What the hell is retargeting? You know, when every time you go to a website and then you go to another website and you see the same promotions over and over again, that type of stuff, bro, that type of promotion, that type of ingenuity, that type of like skill set. I
I
know
mean,
how.
and I've heard you discuss this. Your marketing background. What you were actively doing in marketing while operating operating a record label, and seeing the reaction of those that were interviewing you. And it was the type of thing, and I heard you have this conversation with multiple people, and I said, juxtaposing that with what is going on, I said, this clearly sounds like someone who knows what they're doing and has been working on this, because otherwise, this is a lot of effort to discuss something like there's a lot of things that you could show up to an interview to talk about,
Yeah, yeah,
than to like make something up about SEO and marketing. I was just thinking, as devil's advocate for how some other people would look at this. And then again, and not everyone is just going to end up on a billboard. This
yeah,
this does take a little bit of business effort,
yeah.
you
Well,
know.
I'll also give you guys some swag too, and this is like like G code. Like I'm a very suave young guy. All right, you moving in corporate America, and I played basketball in college. When you date white women, their fathers will love you. If you ever had issues with the racism, uh, marginalism, oppression, go to a white college, man. Become a star athlete like I was. I went to McDaniel College. Intermingle and see how these people operate. You know who white people love? They love athletes. They love black celebrities. They love musicians. They love us at our most famous height. They love that. That's what they enjoy. They don't like my homeboys when they come up to my college. You understand what I'm saying? My friends, my
Hmm.
family. That's they're now on guard. You understand what I'm saying? So I help power influential corporate white men drop their guard so that I can have real conversation with them. Clear Channel offers advertisements, but not everybody can get those advertisements, bro. Chad Focus, the celebrity, the guy in the gold chains that's speaking to you today, JaVonni, he can secure a deal that JaVonni and Chad Arrington can't secure, walking in there with a suit, speaking that talk, man, and doing what they have to do, bro. I understood how I had to approach the industry. I was dating a beautiful young white girl. She's in Clear Channel. She was one of my many girls. I'm just being honest. I wasn't Playboy mode. And I got the deal of a lifetime. Every time I needed to get a situation, she brought me the numbers that made sense. She got me into something that's called fire sales. So I was able to buy the billboards when they were the cheapest. And at the end of the
Ah, I
day, I
did hear you
didn't.
talk about fire sales in an interview. Okay, that's what
Yeah.
was that
So it's
referring to.
people don't even understand that, bro. You can get things. It's like Black Friday every day when I step into the building. The TV for me and JaVonni is $1,000 until the day after Thanksgiving, bro. It's $200. Well, guess what? That TV was only ever worth $20 because they're getting it from Alibaba or AliExpress. Like this is shit that people don't know, bro. So, like I said, the Billboard and Clear Channel, that shit was about a relationship. I know how to even manufacture and put together relationships in ways I don't think that people can calculate. You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like being like able to infiltrate. Chad Focus infiltrated huge white corporations. And then he brought back that skill set to not only himself, but to the companies he was working with, like Agora and Mobile. They profited off of what Chad Focus represented and the access that I was able to get for being who I was. Don't never get it twisted, like pulling up in a Bugatti and pulling up in a Rolls Royce doesn't make somebody pay you extra attention than when you pull up in your Jeep Cherokee or your Nissan Altima. Like let's understand how intricate this was. This does not happen over 4 years, JaVonni. I was there from 2011 to 2018. That's what you guys are missing. From 2018 to
Yeah.
2015, those white boys were putting that money directly in my account until I got my own Amex. Then I had to figure out how to get their money that they wanted me to take and move it around. So when you hear somebody talk about co-conspirators and all this other shit, just realize they put that system together. It been manufactured. It just so happened that when I got my own card, bro, made me look a little bit crazy because I didn't understand that I was out here setting myself up for failure. If I ever buck back at the system, I could have stayed there. I'd still be making millions of dollars right now. But I decided I had another agenda, and that agenda didn't fit with their, overall plan. So, it's a lot of stuff, man. Like I said, I'm glad that you kind of like did your research and you can see that I can't be bullshit. You can't make up this type of talk. You can't make up this type of, what I'm saying, ideas and stuff like that. There's no whiteboard or there's no cue cards in front of me. It's just me and you sitting in front of the camera.
Right. And so look, as far as what you were doing for the community, I'll never forget. I think it might have been, it was definitely the early 2000s, around 2000, when I heard the mayor. I think I was being dropped off, going to school, and hearing the mayor say on the radio. He said, "I completely understand that Baltimore is a bad place to live right now." And it was the
Hmm.
first time I had ever heard anything like that. I had never heard a mayor say something, say words like that. And I think that, I mean, I was living in PG County, Maryland at the time, hearing this on the radio. Wasn't exactly Baltimore expert at the time. And so with that being said, and you being in the area, pretty much all of your life. Um, how would you say that you believe the issues there could be addressed? I mean, I know that you have, done your
Yeah,
part,
bro.
but if you had
It's
the opportunity to, get whatever done,
you
or at
ever get
least
this
to get the message to someone.
you ever get a chance, bro. It's an amazing documentary. I think it came out on HBO like 15, 16 years ago when I was in high school. It's called Hard Times at Douglas High. Get a chance to check that out. And what it was about, bro, was the No Child Left Behind Act, which means in Baltimore, bro, you don't get funded unless you have a 95% attendance rate. Imagine schools that are
Hmm,
filled in kids that are coming from broken homes. They're
I didn't
homeless.
know that.
Bro, I'm gonna break down some shit, bro. This is constructed. This is real, bro. These kids don't have no support. Some of these kids don't have food, water. You think the last thing they worried about is coming to school? They worried about surviving. They living in the most dangerous communities in the world without, like, yo, the problem in our community is that we don't have enough jobs. First is education. Second is jobs. Yo, I went from the city where a lot of my friends were killed, my cousins were killed. People were, raped, all types of different stuff, molested, went to jail. Yo, my mom wasn't having that, JaVonni. My mom was a nurse, bro. 35 years, Sinai Hospital. She was going to work her butt off, bro. That's 4 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and overtime if necessary to get her kids out that community. Yo, bro, I'm one of a million. I'm one of one, bro. I'm coming from a hood. My friends can't read, bro. My homeboys can't write, man. I wrote all of these guys' resumes. I'm talking about grown men. Yo, we play
Wow.
sports, but these guys were in high school, bro. They never even took the SATs, man. They never went to class. They graduated because you could get teachers to change your test scores. But like I said, bro, there was stuff like the No Child Left Behind Act. City schools have kids that weren't even able to attend the schools, bro. And if you're not getting that attendance rate like a PG County or Montgomery County, that's where the funding goes. The funding goes to those schools. So guess what? That's why you had the best schools and pools in the schools and nice books and amazing teachers and it's not violent and it's extra safe community. You guys got security cameras and everybody's no, bro, we don't get that type of environment, bro. I was the one guy on my school, man. I mean, my team, basketball team, in high school had a 3.8 average, and all gifted and talented classes, all AP courses, working, responsible. Mom's a Jehovah Witness, bro. I'm influenced by, great religious parents, man. They got good perspective. Yo, bro, none of my friends come from that environment, bro. Everybody had broken homes. People's parents didn't put a prioritization on education. So when you talk about Baltimore being the worst place, no, bro, it's the absolutely worst place and the most dangerous place to live in the world at that time. And it's still top three. Chicago, Philly, Detroit, Baltimore. Bro, these inner cities, bro, are torn to pieces. Obama is from Chicago. Why is it the most deadliest place to live in the world? And that's where our president is from.
I know.
No education, no opportunities, no jobs, no infrastructure. So when I came to my community, bro, and I had the opportunity, you hear first that Chad Focus is education centric. My homeboys, if you're entrepreneurs or you don't believe in yourself yet, I'm gonna show you how to be. All right, we're gonna put that education to you guys. I'm gonna give you an option to do or not to do. They never gave us that before, so that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. It was bigger than just myself, yo. My biggest problem, JaVonni, is I got survivor's remorse, bro. I care too fucking much, man. I could have went to Cali. I could have went to Atlanta. He was like, yo, why is this multi-million-dollar guy living in Baltimore? There's no opportunities. There's nothing but racism, despair. Yo, but my family is Baltimore, bro. My
Right.
cousins still live in the same hood that I grew up in, bro. No furniture, no heat, crib falling apart, no running water. We heat the house, bro, with the oven. You know what I'm saying? They get cable off of the line. Like, this is real. I can't make this up. You
And I
know,
guess
my
the reason why we're talking now, only because, I get tired of hearing so many people talking about, the problems of the city and people who use Baltimore as a punchline or a talking point all of the time. And I said, earlier in the year, seriously, well, this was started 2 years ago. After the story started and I saw videos of things that you did, I couldn't find them again. Thanks for reminding me they're on Instagram. So I was trying to dig around. I said, I know I watched this before and saying what Michael Cornish did, and I tell him that he is how I keep up with what's happening in Baltimore, or one
yeah.
of the few people that I follow. Like it'll be Saturday morning, I'm lying in bed and he's outside cleaning. I said, "Oh, I feel bad. I need to be up doing something."
And he's my guy,
Um,
right? And sometimes he's frustrated with me, just because I'm gonna let you get back to what you're saying. Sometimes he's frustrated with me because he doesn't understand, like, bro, I can't be everywhere all the time. And he's my guy, and he's one of the people that supported me the most. So sometimes, man, it's difficult because you do feel, obligated. And what I'm going
Yeah.
through right now, JaVonni, is I had to put the oxygen mask on myself first. And I had to figure out a way that if I preserve myself, I can come and help that out for years and years and years. And what Michael and these guys got to understand is that change is only inflicted with finances, with money, with capital, and he's doing a great job. And I'm glad, like I said, bro, he coming from the tree and now he's a branch. And if he's just doing his part, then other people can do their part. So.
Yeah. And as I said, being someone who's actually being a part of that change, that's the narrative and the part of the conversation that's missing. That I said that I've been trying to go out of my way to share, because and even where I'm in Petersburg, it's a majority Black city, but yet for whatever reason, I'm always hearing nothing but negativity about the city, and other similar Black cities that are constantly being thrown under the bus. And I said, I don't want to be a part of that narrative. I
Yeah,
want to highlight the positive.
well, you know what it is, bro. We got to address this head on. It's like you can't describe Chad Focus without saying convicted felon. You can say entrepreneur. You can say all the things that are true. You can paint this picture however you want, but as long as it's true, I can deal with it no matter what it is. But Baltimore is a place of full of despair and not a lot of hope, bro. You know how many young women get killed in Baltimore, children, old folks, bro. There's no more street code, bro. They don't even have the integrity, bro, to figure out when to shoot and not to shoot, bro. I seen a video last week of a guy running down on somebody in New York. And I don't know if you've seen his
Oh
videos on Vlad.
yeah,
Yo, bro, you see how crazy that is?
that
He
is.
almost could have killed two little babies. The dude running over the young lady could have killed him. You understand what I'm saying? And he was that hell bent on injuring this guy and didn't even kill him, bro. This is what we're doing, bro. We just it's just incomprehensible nonsense. And like I said, when you don't have things to do and don't have things to live for, this is what you get.
And what gets me,
Baltimore is not only voted as the worst place to live, but it's also voted as the best city to live at the same time. Why? Because those white folks that come here, bro, they got the Inner Harbor. They got great businesses like the one that I used to work for, right? Big corporations, big opportunities. You got the Raven
there's a lot
Stadium.
of travel articles saying to come to Baltimore. When I did the last Baltimore interview, I mentioned that. I said, so just in doing my research, I'm seeing all these suggestions of coming to Baltimore and having it as a top destination. And here's all the places to come to. And I said, this is, you know, just amazing. And, not what's expected
I'm from
of an
two
area.
Baltimores. I'm from the
Yeah.
worst. I'm from the best of the best. And you can come here, JaVonni, with me. I take you to the hood. You get the worst experience of your life. I take you downtown, bro. You had the best experience of your life. You be like, Chad, this is night and day. I've
Hmm.
never. This is ridiculous, bro. We can literally go from one street and it's a boarded up homes to the next street and it's a $2 million house, and you'll be like, bro, I can't comprehend what I just seen. Just know that it's
Right.
manufactured, bro. The homes that we have, bro, the property value goes down obviously when we're there, right? It just is what it is. They get us out of those homes, they board them up, they move us out into the county. Then what happens is that they acquire this real estate when it's torn down and it's to the bottom for pennies on the dollar. And then they build up the neighborhood again, and then they list the price of the home that was $20,000. Now it's worth $1 million. Like, bro, this is gentrification. Look at Brooklyn. You understand what I'm saying? Look at
Yeah.
these cities that we're coming from. So me and you can have an intelligent conversation. Gentrification is destroying our inner community, our inner communities. We should have
Yeah.
stayed segregated and people want to have real conversations where we depended on ourselves. Not we don't like you folks, not we don't want to intermingle with you folks, but we're missing a sense of community, bro. Black doctors, black pharmacists, black lawyers, black teachers, bro, black gym
Hospitals.
coaches,
You say
black
that.
journalists yourself. All right. Black entrepreneur rap label guy, like, bro, we missing that within our own. Shout out to the Jewish community, bro. Because if you come to Baltimore, there's a place called Jewish Park Heights. Your barber's Jewish, your lawyer's Jewish, your doctor's Jewish. They walk up and down the street in peace, bro. The synagogue is extremely tight knit. So we have examples, JaVonni, of what it looks like to have community, bro. And we are the industry, bro. We're spending trillions of dollars, yo, every year that doesn't come back to our own community. It's just unbelievable, man.
And one thing that gets me about Baltimore are the squeegee boys, which I talked about in the last interview I did. And what amazes me is the fact that, I mean, this has been a thing since we've been born. I
They're,
mean,
they're
it
my
was the it was the mid '80s when they were trying to ban it. Then there was a
Yep.
vote to ban it all the way back then, and uh, look, this is the exact same problem is going on now. I mean, whether you want to determine it as one, but it's because of the fact of what you said and having a lack of things to do, lack of employment.
Can you still see me?
Yes, I can.
So look, my thing is, bro, I went and picked the Squeegee Boys up. They were all employed with Focus, bro. And I'm gonna tell you
Oh,
something
great.
crazy. Yeah, yeah. It's on my Instagram. So look, I found these guys, right? If they're willing to clean a car, you know what they're doing? They're also willing to work. These guys are just,
Yeah.
yo, JaVonni, they're just looking for work, bro. Right? They're $1 here, $2 here. Bro, I used to get these guys 50, $60 for a couple of hours of work to go help me clean out my storage units, to come and help me clean out my house, bro. You know what I'm saying? Wash my
Oh, that's
car.
great.
Like, the difference from, cleaning a couple windows is, bro, do you know how to vacuum a car? Do you know how to do the tire shine? You know how to clean the tires and whatnot? What's going on? That's cool. And I'm on interview right now. Yeah. So these kids, they literally just want some direction, bro. I've personally
Yeah.
met over 100 of these kids, moms and
Oh,
grandmothers.
wow.
I'm gonna tell
I'm
you what
glad you brought
happens,
it
bro.
up.
99% of them don't have fathers.
I can believe that.
You wanna find out a fact, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got two fathers, bro. I got a stepfather. I got my biological father. These guys have put all the values in me, the hustle, the entrepreneur. Yo, bro, I'm the squeegee boy's father, bro. And don't get it twisted like I'm not the only one. I'm the one that's willing to come up with a plan. Like, yo, let's get these kids a Cash App card so people aren't afraid to give them money, or maybe the exchange of money is something that, people don't like. So they can pass out their cards, right? People are scared of them when they see them coming up to the cars, but they don't understand. Guess what? They're the best salesmen. Look at what their potential is. They're willing to take rejection. You know how many cars don't
Yeah.
raise down the window every day? Imagine how you would feel if people just roll by you every day, didn't pass out some water, or some oranges or different stuff like that. So what I come to them with is infrastructure. You're not going to be on this block and your block is dirty. We're not doing that. So before you start to do any type of screechy work, you will take trash bags out here and you will make sure this is the cleanest block that you're working on. This is your home, right? So that type of, values in these
Mhm.
guys. And then, like I said, bro, we pick up and give them bigger jobs, bro. I got offices and gyms downtown, stuff that I own, stuff that I run. They come and clean those things out, bro, the parking lots. Squeegee Boy, bro, you see how they moving out in Atlanta. The rappers get $2 million chains. They give these kids $20 and they go on the internet and film these guys and whatnot, bro. They're not to be exploited. So that's why you'll never see me out
Right.
here with the videos and whatnot, unless it's going to be a presentation that looks like a movie. But JaVonni is like, yo, this is a documentary, and this kid is uplifting these guys and not exploiting these guys.
Right. No, I'm glad I brought it up. And I'm definitely glad to hear about you deciding to help them. Before we go, you worked with a lot of people. Do you have anyone else on your wish list that you would like to work with?
Bro, one of my biggest, I love Dame Dash and I love Jay-Z equally, right? But you can't have one without the other. So I'm still trying to figure
Right.
out how does that work out. I want to let you know that when I did the Jay-Z, my idea was, nobody talks about the Meet You show. And I just want to get into that a little bit. They talk about $125,000 in the tickets. Show you how genius this is. When we get off of here, there's something called the Bots Act. The Bots Act was created because of your brother, Chad Focus. You ever went onto a website and they're about to release a Jordan sneaker, and then at 12 o'clock, you go to the website, you refresh, and at 12:01, they're all sold out. I'm one of those guys that can engineer bots, right? I'm the best in the world at that too, JaVonni. I can't make this up. I used to go to Jay-Z and Beyonce concerts. The day that the tickets came out on Ticketmaster, buying 1,000 tickets show for $100. The day of the concert, I'm reselling those tickets for thousands of dollars. You know how to make sure that things look like they're sold out, which creates urgency. People always want to be a part of something when it's too late. Look at what happens with PlayStation, right? PlayStation is
Right.
$500. Christmas time is $1,500 for all the guys that brought it out. The reason why I'm bringing this up, man, is because I started studying the game after Jay-Z. He's Rock Nation, he's Live Nation, he's Rock Aware, he's all of these entities under one. He's the bottle service, right? And so that's what you're looking at Focus, man, the marketing company, record label, merch company, all these different things, bro. And so I want to have an opportunity, man, to rub shoulders with some of the biggest guys in the industry that done it, like a Jay, like a Dame Dash. Dame Dash, I respect his entrepreneurial spirit and how he's so hell bent on if he got a million, his homeboy got a million, his other homeboy got a million. So if he
Right.
falls off, right, everybody's good. When I fell off, nobody had anything to offer to me. I didn't build enough guys that was up. Everybody was kind of holding on. And I rubbed shoulders with some of the biggest and best guys in the game, but I wasn't able to take care of my friends in a way that they were able to transcend so that we were all standing next to each other. So that's my goal, bro. My goal is to see somehow, some way that we can bring these brothers together because it's like minds like that we need in our community. We need these guys to be not beefing and be standing up together. And the
Right.
third one, the most important one, is 50 Cent, bro. The most genius guy that I can see in the industry, bro. Look at how he's transitioned. Power is the number one, show on TV. He just did For Life. For Life was a great story about, Isaac Wright. He got the same story like mine. Shouldn't have been in prison. Made the best of it. Now he's got a TV movie. You know, 50 Cent, millions of records, bro. G in the clothing, G in the films. How genius can you be? He's dating Cuban Link, beautiful young lady. And at the end of the day, my goal, JaVonni, bro, is to be just like Eminem, 8 Mile, 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, Chad Focus, Breaking Focus, the movie. I gotta be the next guy, that acts in his own biopic. Can't nobody play me better than me. Can't nobody talk me better than me. Can't nobody
Yeah,
walk me. So
it's a
it's
story
about
to
that,
be
bro.
told.
Yeah, big time, bro. And like I said, you one of the first guys to get an exclusive. Got a lot of things, man, coming down the pipeline. These other motherfuckers, they gotta pay for this, bro. Like I said, we're gonna charge it to the game. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I appreciate you doing what you had to do. Everybody else knows what time it is, man. So, like I said, you got a great documentary coming out soon, bro. It's gonna be amazing. After this, if you got some time, I'll give you some sneak peeks of that. Just believe, bro, your bro been working, man. And I already wrote the book, bro. I already wrote the script, bro. You know what I'm saying? Top to bottom. I've been home for 2 years. Like even you thought I was locked away. I've been home working, bro. I've been on COVID, pandemic, house arrest, just like you guys. So I've been grinding, man. Stay tuned. It's only bigger and better from here.
I was randomly checking for updates, by the
Mm-hmm.
way, every so often. I think I mentioned on social media a couple times, every so often, people I write about, I go back and check. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, the updates I get aren't always good. But I threw it out there just to see what would happen. Has anyone heard from him? Does anyone know what's going on? So, I was glad to see that, things were
One
going
day,
well, that we were
one day I'm on
able
your
to.
website. One day I'm on your website, and I find a number in the email, and I hit you up, and it's like, this kid knows how to navigate the net. Of course, hey, bro, I got 100 numbers, all of the emails, every person that wrote a story. Like you understand, I'm very, very intelligent. I know how I'm gonna calculate and make this thing happen again. And JaVonni, like I said, man, it's amazing, bro. Also, the case was always public, bro. You know what I'm saying? The database was always public with updates and different things. So now I want, the journalists and young brothers like you, if you follow a case, there's always a public database. Whether you got to go ahead and just find it for yourself and actually see what's going on and what's happening. That's what it is, man. And like I said, appreciate the support and the love. Like I tell everybody, don't believe everything you read. Now you can appreciate, the fact that JaVonni got this kid on the interview, man. You know what I'm saying? Something genuine. Us, we done locked in. And whatever your friends and people think about, man, just know in the future, you landed one of the biggest interviews in the world, bro. It's going to be the story that changes the world.
I'm happy to have you on. And look, before you go, could you
Locked and loaded, man. We out of here. It's Pop Blitz. It's Chad Focus. It's JaVonni Brustow. You guys know what time it is, man.
All right, testing, testing. That was actually an accident. I didn't mean to go. Anyway, this is a great interview with Chad. I'm gonna have to catch up with him in a second. I hung up on myself by accident. Um, anyway, this is on our Apocalypse's Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram account, YouTube account. Sorry, for later viewing. And until next time, I will see you all soon.